All right. Happy Wednesday afternoon, morning, evening for everybody out there. You guys are listening to an Author Talk Short, and you have me and Russell doing an Author Talk Short today with the lovely Catherine, who has recently become an international bestseller with this anthology that she has put together. She also has a story in this anthology, which is called Living True to You, Inspirational Stories of Self-Doubt, Self-Discovery, and Embracing Your Destiny, which is such amazing because I feel like that covers everybody. Everybody's experienced self-doubt, self-discovery, and we're all trying to embrace destiny and just get through life. Like that's really what all of us are trying to do. So, Catherine, tell us a little bit about the incentive and the purpose behind putting this anthology together.
Right. Well, I've been a mental health practitioner for over 20 years, and you could imagine how many people that I have walked along the way with them, and how many of them just felt that they're so alone. And often the story that they told me was the first time they ever told anyone. And
Wow.
they were so alone and so scared. As I stepping out of my professional identity, coming to as a coach, I felt that it's time to give women a voice, and it's time to empower women that we are not alone. That I want to create a sisterhood that on every single pathway on our journey, we all need to hear from someone that who have done it and before us. And as you go into the book, you can see that we came from all walks of life, and we all gone through some very traumatic. Some of them have gone through some really traumatized experience. But what I wanted to share is, doesn't matter, no matter where you came from. And for me, with the Chinese face, that culturally, women being put down a lot. But I want to encourage everyone that no matter what gender we are, we all have a voice. And I felt that it's really the time to put it together for everyone to empower one another and join hands together.
Catherine, are you a therapist?
Okay, I'm a clinical psychologist by training, but I'm not supposed to speak it out in public because I'm not representing the profession. But I trust that we're all friends here. No one is going to tell. I live in
We're all
Australia.
BFFs. Yeah, we're all BFFs. That's
Yeah.
actually what I went to school for. I was on the track to become a clinical psychologist. And then I got married. My husband wanted to be this, crazy engineer.
Yeah.
So it's
And
a
he
lot of
is a
what
crazy engineer.
he is very much a crazy engineer for sure. But I think a lot of what you're saying really resonates with me because, we have similar interests and things like that. So I love to hear it's refreshing for me because I'm a huge advocate and just empowering everybody and making a difference and helping them make a difference. Right. So
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
love it.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
don't get me wrong. The system, I call it a system in the mental health or the health profession. They have a system for everyone to use. But
Right.
I'm a really out of the box person. And as they called it, the power differentiation, as a therapist, we have a power over our client. But I thought, like, no, we are human beings, we're equal. So as a coach, which give me the platform to be really showing people, this is my life. I have shit day, I have good day, but here I am. Whenever I fell down, I must stand up again, learn to walk again. That's my motto in life. That here I am. That's why the book is one of the way to show people.
Yeah, and I love that. So you have a story in the book. So tell us a little bit about your story in this anthology.
Yeah, my story is about really. It was interesting because my mom's family have a lot of story to tell. They love to tell story to teach us a lesson in life. So the way she told me is because my mom is like everything I am today. I must give honor to my mom. Like she's alive. She's living in Australia. I'm actually in Vegas today. The way that she encouraged me is no matter what, you have to keep trying and try until you really get to the where you want to be. So where I'm today um, is on to give all the blessing from my mom. And before I was born, my mom and dad had this bet. It was so interesting. I thought like, oh, this is a funny story. Um, I was the firstborn. I'm still the firstborn. So my dad being a Chinese background, the firstborn must be a boy. Must be a boy.
Right. Yeah.
And my mom, no, a girl is as good as a boy in her belief. But that story just sat with me for so many years until I realized that somehow I'm so out here, so outspoken. But deep down in me, there's always this niggling tone like, you're not enough. You're not worthy. Like, you guys always say, Catherine, you look so great. You speak so well. But deep down, I feel like, not really. I
Right.
wish you can see my inside. So it's this rejection that I've been carrying on. I believe even I was in my mommy's womb that I heard that my dad wanted me to be a boy,
Mhm.
not to be me. That's why I named the book to be living true to me. Is I felt that this rejection is like churning inside me for so many years.
Yeah. See, I feel like it's one of those things where we all encounter something similar like that,
Mhm.
right? And I feel like us moms are super women, okay? Like I totally believe that. And that's kind of like our role, like my kid being sick at the moment, right? I know I am just bound to get it because I take care of her and stuff all the time. But I think, it's important to represent those and to write about those kind of things,
Yes.
and give credit. I think 100%. And I know that you have some other amazing women that have contributed to this
Mhm.
anthology, which you guys are, international bestsellers of it. You're number one in Australia. You're number one here in the U.S.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
It's a
you.
big deal. I'm very envious of you.
It's so exciting to kind of put all of it together. And so what was the process like for you in putting together this anthology, wrangling everybody together and going through their stories and everything? Because some of them are very hot topics and sensitive areas for
Mhm.
everyone.
It is. Well, nowadays my job title is business and life coach, but in my container, the majority of the women I work with, I told them that even you want to build your business, often they felt that they reach a glass ceiling in building their business, like making the 100K, the thousands of dollars, but they want to reach the millions. But somehow it seems like something really blocking them. I said, right, you just met the right person. I said, it's so important that we need to do the inner work, the 80%. Therefore, that's why I wrote the chapter that I wrote is when I discovered that, I really disowned that belief, totally owning that in the spiritual realm that bringing people together. Because inside the book, all the author, I have especially selected them, and some of them have been working with me as my client, and some of them actually, a couple of them are the first time telling their life story, and we are all drawn to one another. That is such a connectedness. Um, Even though there might be some people have to say no because of life circumstances, but as you can see, as you read through the book, you could feel all of our energy. Yes, we had our tragedies, we have our problem, but one thing in common, I would describe all of us are the powerful women together that no matter how painful it was, we are willing to share and we have been learning from our life lesson to show people no matter where you came from, you will still be successful as long as we are truly being ourselves and honor each of ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I believe that 100%. And I think, it's so much easier sometimes to say those things, than to live that way and to
Mhm.
implement those things, right? So it's all a journey. All of us are on this journey. We're all learning together and stuff, but it's refreshing to know, within these stories. I helped you guys with your book launch last night, and I got to meet some of the
Mhm.
authors there and hear their powerful stories that went into it. And I mean, every single story that I heard last night resonated with me in some form or fashion. And I feel
Mhm.
like it's relatable to everybody,
Yes.
and it can impact everyone. And that's why I think it's such a powerful thing. And a lot of them had said, it was the first time writing this story. So it was therapeutic, but they felt like it was time. And so you opening the doors to
Yes.
that and giving them a platform to do that, I think is amazing. So
Mm.
thank you for putting it together
Yeah.
and letting them have a voice. Russell.
Uh, Catherine, can you tell our audience one more time the name of your book and where they can find it?
Is Living True to You is on Amazon. That I'm sure Amy could put that link in the chat so people can just click and get it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Can I throw in something? Like for the first audience here to buy the book, I'll give a 30 minutes coaching session as they provide.
Oh,
Okay.
That's pretty
Type
awesome.
type in me, so Amy will know who's the person, like, purchase the book and provide a review for us. And I'll give the person a 30 minutes coaching session. How about that?
oh, I
I
like
think that's
it.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. So if you guys hear that, if you're watching the replay or you're listening to us, send me a message or in the comments, write me. The first one to do that, I will put you in touch with Catherine to get your 30-minute coaching call.
Yeah.
But I think it's amazing, all the stories that are going, and the fact that, you did this. And I know Dana Zarcone also helped you guys kind of put this all together and everything like that. But I mean, I feel like it's such a powerful book. And Russell, you know me. I am not a sensitive person. I don't cry very easily. And I was
She's
crying.
not sensitive, Catherine.
I'm
But
not.
she does have a lot of problems.
True. Okay. It's true. I may book the 30-minute session with you.
Why not? I'll give you 30 minutes, Amy. You don't have to buy the book. Like, we're best friends now, okay?
We're all BFFs for sure. But it was so moving, and to hear the stories and stuff, it really did bring me to tears, and it did resonate with me from a woman's standpoint, from a parent and a mother standpoint, and just a life journey standpoint, from fitness and giving that relief and everything, like a mental break, to empowerment over your body and your boundaries and everything. And from a mother's perspective, listening to that little voice in you and empowering that in your children. I think it's something that us as moms, us as women and stuff don't talk very much about. We compartmentalize and we keep going, like that's just how a lot of us are built. And so I think it's just incredible to have that story come out, and the stories that you collected are beautiful stories, and the women are equally just as beautiful. And so what's next for you, Catherine? Are you going to put another one together? Are you going to extend your story? Are you going to write another book? What's next for you?
Well, definitely. But could I add something as well? I believe for the young ladies, the teenage girl and early 20s, I'll encourage them to read the book, but not every chapter, because sometimes some of them is quite, tragic. But like, I encourage a teenage girl, as we grow up, be ourselves. Yes is yes, no is no. So that's the authentic life. So I will encourage it. And guess where's next step I'm going? Of course. I started the journey, and I don't think I could stop now, because the struggle was what not to put into my chapter.
Nice. I like it. So you're going to turn it into like a full-length book, or what are you looking at?
I would look at being an independent author, the next step, and I have compiled a lot of stories, and I would look at it as how it could become a tool for even for men or women to go into as a journal, as a guidance of everyday life, how we could start. Because even with technology, we could talk on the internet like this, but people are even calling themselves more busier because technology is so available to us. But one thing I would really like to encourage people is even spend 10 minutes in doing meditation. Because some people will say, I don't even have the 10 minutes. Amy, you know what I meant by, like, when you woke up, your kids are waking up. But the book, I would say, this is a new idea. Yeah, I'll write my story in what lesson I learned from it and how I could help people to take that lesson and apply to them in their everyday life. Not just waiting. I used to just do one retreat each year to go and meditate for 10 days and come back and forget about it. But imagine all of us could go into this sacred place to connect in a spiritual sense. What better world will become?
I love that. Meditation is definitely something I've done and I struggle to do every day, but it is
I still do.
very powerful.
I still do. I do it every day mostly, but like I'm in Vegas, like It's not really a
Right?
coach meditation, right?
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited for you in Vegas. What is your favorite thing you've done in Vegas so far?
The old Vegas, Fremont, is
Yes.
is an experience. You know, as we grow up overseas, you watch all the Vegas movie, and you come to the strip. It's all nice. Don't get me wrong. It's lovely, all the lights. But you know, I was a NCIS fan. If you guys have seen that.
Yeah.
The street is nothing really like that. But when I went to Fremont, it's like, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a Bellagio guy myself.
Oh, okay. I understand. Bellagio is really pretty though. And I actually booked a dinner there tonight to celebrate.
Oh, nice. I
Okay.
like Fremont Street. I like the zip line on Fremont Street. It was just the funnest thing. First time I've ever zip lined. It was the funnest thing for me. So I would definitely go back
Wow.
100%. Yeah. But
Okay.
I love it. But Catherine, thank you taking time out of your Vegas stay to come talk to us about your book and to just bring more exposure to it. You guys, the link is in the comment section, but down below, if you're listening to us, it's in the description section. Go and check it out and read some of these amazing stories that are in there for sure. But let's do closing comments, questions, anything. Russell.
Well, I hope you have a good old fashioned while you're at the Bellagio because it's one of the best.
Yes.
And congratulations on the bestseller book.
Thank you. Thank you.
So exciting. So exciting. Well, until next time, you guys, we do have another Author Talk short coming up this evening where we will hear from another author from this anthology. So until then, you guys, have a great rest of your day and we'll catch you all later. Bye, everybody.